the description of the broadcast as well, then like it, share it in that order. To invite your friends, your not so friendly friends, your frenemies. Tell them to join us. The Maiyegun today, the Maiyegun is live. And then tonight, we are going to Abuja, where pressure, tension, chaos, and what they call the pandemonium played out in the course of 2026 Electoral Act amendment. E-transmission or no e-transmission. So early this morning, protesters were already converging to mobilize and march straight to the National Assembly. While the National Assembly members themselves, the senators, the House of Representative members and all that, they themselves also were like arriving. So what they initially planned to do on the 24th of February, they decided to do today. Remember that in the past few months, people have been like mobilizing, advocating, campaigning, talking, writing, and all that about why they must include the mandatory e-transmission of election results so that it will be legalized in that way. But what Akpabiole and his gang did this afternoon is to legalize the rigging, and we are going to get to that. So first, when the peaceful protesters started gathering up like a converging, as expected, the Nigerian police also mobilized their men, this time like combat-ready guys, okay? So these guys were peaceful, like peacefully protesting out there, demanding that the senators should yield to the demand of the people, okay? Rather, it didn't take time before the Nigerian police, did what they normally do. So I'm going to take you through the beginning, so the chaos in the National Assembly itself, to the conclusion, and to the rest of our gist this evening. So remember, if you haven't subscribed to Maiyegun's Diary Politico, I think you should do it. And I will remind you again as well, all right? So let us go to Abuja, where Omoyele Sowore, Obi Ezekwesili, and many others joined the protesters today, which was supposed to be the grand finale. There were people out, indeed. But police, like I said, did what they normally do. So let's go to Abuja. The first part here, I think it should be.
Moscow! Moscow! Every vote! Moscow! Every vote! Moscow! Every vote! Moscow! 100 votes! Moscow! No glitches! Moscow! No rigging! Moscow! No rigging! Moscow! We don't agree! We don't agree! Abadio! Abadio! We don't agree! We don't agree! Abadio! Abadio! We don't agree! We don't agree! Yes! Abadio! Abadio! Yes! We don't agree! We don't agree! Abadio! Abadio! Yes! We don't agree! We don't agree! Abadio! Abadio! We don't agree! We don't agree! Abadio! Abadio! We don't agree! We don't agree! Hold on. Are you sure you want your vote? Hold on. Are you sure you want your vote to count? When they call, you must respond. Do you know that election? You say what they Tinubu, shame on you! I want to steal our voices, guys. They want to stop us from talking. They want to shut us up. We refuse to back down. You see that? The Nigerian police.
Live situation at the National Assembly. Yes, they sprayed tear gas on the people. Yes, they are spraying tear gas on the people, against the people. raising their voices. Yes. Yes.
No be Teargassed when they shoot us. They shoot us Teargassed. They shoot us Teargassed to run. You want collect the car first. Why they let the tire? Why you let the tire before? Why you let them? Why they go let the tire? They go put the tire back. They shoot us Teargassed. They shoot us Teargassed. We run with our car. If we rotate to go carry the car. Police chase us rotate to go carry the car. Where the car is? Everybody calm down. Wait, no, listen to them. No, listen. Wait. Guys, let's listen. It's okay. It's okay. Let him talk. Let him talk.
You guys, wait, Nazwa. You guys came for something different, right?
Okay. Yes.
Fine, listen to me.
Wait now.
Listen to me.
Listen.
I put it online. I don't give a fuck. Okay. I was there for you people yesterday. Okay. My ambulance was there. I support you people. Okay. People are
wait now. Wait, let me talk. Someone talk.
Can you listen to me? Listen very, very well. Before you guys came here, I was trying to educate him very well. Okay. If you don't know about Eagle Square, you guys should know what Eagle Square is all about. Okay. You came for your own, primary assignment. Nobody disturb you. Like it's a peaceful something. Yeah. But if you want to come here and raise doors, that is where you guys are responsible. I'm just trying to educate him that there is a place that you cannot park your vehicle. If you come for such, you come here and park your vehicle, and you go and do whatever you want to do. You understand? When you finish, you carry your vehicle. Is that not what I'm telling you? Yeah. You came here, you park your vehicle there, they tow your vehicle, and before you guys came, I'm just trying to tell him that I'm not going to issue you. What did I say? Yes. I'm not going to issue you tickets. Good man. You understand? But next time when you are coming, this is where you are going to park your vehicle. Okay. No, calm down. But if you are coming this way, we'll raise it. The thing will not go well. Okay. Because get it right. You came to do your case there in National Assembly, not here. But you guys parked wrongly. Okay. Get it right. Adibi, you did not park wrongly. And I'm just clearing him. Before you guys came in, I don't want to hear anything from any of you. It's okay. I'm true. So that was why I said I want to...
My name is Sandra Chisom. I'm the lady that her husband was kidnapped in Nigeria. Insecurity happened to me. And I'm the one that her husband was kidnapped and killed after paying ransom. All I came here for was Akpabio. Pass the bill for real-time mandatory transition of our results. To IRF, that was why I'm here. And at the end of the day, look at me. The same institution that killed my husband, they want to kill me. The Nigerian police, the military, they want to kill me. They want to kill somebody. Look at the two. They have criminalized it. You can see. They want to kill somebody. Tinubu was a protester. Tinubu was a protester. Look at it. In 2022, can I say something? In 2022, Tinubu led the major protest. In 2012, Tinubu led the major protest against Jonathan, under Jonathan's regime. What was he clamoring for? Same good governance. Insecurity that is happening in Nigeria since then. Now it is that worse. 2012, Tinubu, President Tinubu led the protest in 2012. And now, the same man who is on that seat is the one teargassing us. He is the one sending his men to kill Nigerians. Whereby he was a protestant. He protested when he was at the opposition party. Now he's not a leader. Now he's not a leader. Now with the protest. Nobody carry weapons. Now with the protest. We never give me up. I remember Sandra Chisom with the call.
everywhere. They are demanding for a real-time electronic transmission of election results. That is what they are demanding the senators to do. So you know what Akpabio and gang did afterward? We're going to get to that part, right? Because the protest is like in part as well as the known, should we call them public figure, like Umure, Obi Ezekwesili, and others like that who are present at the protest, who also spoke to the media. Here is start of a show, by the way, before the other part of the protest is shared. Watch this. And the last part is actually the one I want you to see most.
Greetings, Nigerian people. As you know, I always have a different position. And my position is that we have waited for too long for these nonsensical people to be running our country. Yes, sir. And that, as I predicted, when Tinubu came into power, Tinubu is going to cause a revolution to happen in this country. Yes, sir. And we are here to deliver it, the judgment that they have been waiting for. Yes. Nigerian people, beyond just the transmission electronically of results, we still have a lot of bad people to deal with. And as we are making these demands, we must also be demanding for the termination of the era of impunity and the terrible politicians that have been holding us to ransom. You all know, and you don't have to argue with me about this, that there's nobody in the National Assembly that would have won an election if it was free and fair. In fact, Akpabio never won the primaries of his party. Lawan never won the primaries of his party. Very true. And Tinubu could have become the president of Nigeria if elections were transmitted transparently. So they are protecting themselves, and we have a duty to protect ourselves. Yes. We have asked.
This man here will how do BBL. Now to spray tear gas on top civilian, now in Sabi.
BBL police.
See the other poor man where they protect Akpabio. Poor man, oh. Poor man.
Police.
See this one he get BBL. This particular one, wicked man.
So, like I said, this was after they shot the tear gas canisters at them, and a lot of people actually had to run for their lives at that point, because Nigerian police do this not because they have a provision for any emergency. Let's say somebody collapsed from inhaling the smoke of the tear gas. Maybe they are asthmatic or something, right? So why would, but they still do it anyway, Sha. That's the point. So let's go back to the same ground, because we have a lot of ground to cover this evening, right? So here, the others who also spoke who were present at the protest, like that pastor, no, is it called pastor, bishop, or the reverend? I can't remember. Uba from Plateau.
They don't tear gas us for National Assembly. These useless people who don't get work, that cannot go and fight bandits. The only thing they know how to do is to they send tear gas to honorable Nigerians. They will call themselves distinguished criminals, and the people inside the National Assembly, they don't tear gas us. See how my eye they red. That is the only thing they know how to do. To tear gas. There's criminal roaming. Bandits dead. Bandits fool this country. Till today, no solution. The only thing the police know how to do is to send tear gas. The only thing where they sabi do be that. Every time tear gas. And the bandits are doing well. Without no excuse. Without no till today, no accountability. The only thing where police sabi do for this country now the tear gas citizens. So they pour us tear gas for here for National Assembly. And bandits there everywhere. Bandits they run around. They do as they like. So they tear gas us for here, scatter everywhere. But we dey outside, we no agree. We dey the gate. We are there.
Americans and Nigerians were in the Capitol Hill presenting their request. Nobody sent a tear gas. You can imagine me You can imagine in this place right now. I just came in from the States. And you can imagine Nigerians in a peaceful demonstration. And you're pumping tear gas
on Nigerians.
Just imagine me right now.
Our protest has been peaceful. Our demand is for the right thing to be done.
A simple request by the people, simple request by the citizen, and all that they need to do is to listen to the citizen and not to come and threaten the citizen. This is our younger generation. I was passing and I saw these younger people standing for the future of the nation. And what this country, what these people can do is to bomb tear gas on innocent Nigerians. Now, I'm saying this. I'm saying this to every Nigerian. Let me say this. You are responsible to decide what happened in your country.
Yes.
You are responsible. Yes. You either allow tyranny or you allow democracy to reign in your country. Nigeria, it is your time. I am here as a priest.
Yes.
I am here as a priest. I came to see what's going on and to stand with these young people. All they are asking for is for the e-transmission of results, real time. And this is what you're getting.
We are not detached. There is no going back. We are not better than the 100 persons killed in Kwara.
Right.
We are not better than persons killed in Bokos
right.
and Mango in
That's right.
We are not better than people
right.
in Yelwata and Benue State.
Right.
For how long will Nigerian leaders continue to kill their citizens rather than to do the right thing?
No.
Instead of going to take the decision that favors the people, they are trying to twist us. They are trying to suppress us. They want to steal the votes of the people.
No.
It will not work. Teargassed the normal thing.
No.
We continue to insist.
No.
Our vote must count. We want mandatory, real-time electronic transmission of results. No going back.
I stand.
And this is the only thing you can do. If this is the only institution we have in Nigeria, by making our transmission instant, that is the first beginning.
They don't know how to go after
I
terrorists
was-
and bandits. It is peaceful protesters that tear gas.
I was not tear-gassed when I demanded to talk with the American congressmen. They listened to me and listened to my offer. Why should in Nigeria, Nigerians making their presentation of what they are asking for, and all that they will get is tear-gassing all of these people? Nigeria, it's time we join hands together and stop it.
Nigeria have been particularly loud in stating that if the Senate gets away with a provision that is ambiguous, that gives power of discretion to determine the ifs and the buts, instead of making the clause mandatory that every vote must count in this country. Yes. And that the way that our votes will count is to have this mandatory provision that makes it the core principle of our electoral transparency, that no longer shall our votes be subject to the kinds of TPEX cancellations of results that we saw on the EC 8A in previous elections. And so we as citizens are saying, stop any coup against this democracy. Stop it. The National Assembly must realize that they were, well, majority of them were probably not voted in. I wanted to say they were voted in. But it is exactly what they have done all these decades, how many decades now of our democracy? 2 decades of our democracy. It is what they have done that they want to sustain. The only reason they don't want transparency through the mandatory provision for there to be instant, real-time, electronic transmission of the results from the EC8A to the IREV is because they want to continue to capture our democracy for the pillaging of the Nigerian state. The society is laboring under the weight of poor governance that we have seen so far in our democracy.
or greedily